Good afternoon. This is Rachel. I don't know how long this will be, but hopefully it won't be too long. So I just finished one video showing you how to make a concentrated elderberry syrup and how I make it for my home. And in the background, I had said I'd gone ahead and put my the berries when I mashed them, because of how dark they were. I decided to go ahead and do them for a second run in a smaller pot, because I'm not quite adding as much liquid. I'm going to be doing these just a little bit differently, which is strain them off, put them into a jar, and then I'm actually going to top that with a little bit of water, just so that I don't have quite as concentrated as a version as that one. Because when you think about it, concentrated, what are you doing? You're adding extra water to it anyways. I will still take this one, a tablespoon at a time, as I said in the last video. And then this one will be the same. It just won't quite be as strong. So it's just something that I'm doing for myself. Because the last time I made my syrup, I actually did a little bit of a higher berry to water ratio. And so this time I decided to go with, a little bit of a stronger ratio. But anyway, so that's why I'm going to be adding, a little bit more liquid to this one right here. So I did not add cinnamon to this because it simmered the first time with the cinnamon stick in it. And I've taken that, I took that out at the end of when the last one was done simmering. And so I did not put the cinnamon stick back in this one because it should already be cooked into the berries. But I did not sit and try to sift out the clove or the turmeric. No, ginger. Oh my, you can see that, nothing's changed from the last video. Ginger. Jeez. Anyway, so I'm just doing a quick video. The timer's fixing to go off for the 3 minutes. Sorry, not 3:30. See, today. And so I'm going to turn my heat off, and I'm going to get these poured over and strained and let these come to a cool temperature of below 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if you can tell it, but we have a very lovely color in our liquid. Okay. I about did a doozy there, didn't I? Alright, I'm going to rinse this off, and then I will bring you back. Okay. So I've checked the temperature of this. We are now down to 98.4, which is a good temperature for me to go ahead and add that honey. Because you do not want to add honey to anything that's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or you will lose the goodness that's in that honey, okay? So, like I said in the last video, I'm using raw organic honey, and I recommend the same for the benefits of it. And you can always feel free to go look up the benefits that you get from raw natural honey. If you have a bee farmer around and they sell, I would suggest go take yourself a little visit. Okay, I'm going to stir this to mix this in, and then I'm going to pour it into my jars. So you saw me mixing the last one. I really don't think you need to do that again, so we'll be right back. Okay, all I'm going to do now is just pour this into my jar, see what I get, and then I'm going to top this off with a little bit of extra water, just to thin that ratio down just a little, not much. I actually did not do that with the other jar. Okay, right back. Keep some clean water in this. I literally just put water in there like maybe 10 minutes ago. Okay. Don't know if you can tell the beautiful color that is, but it is a nice deep purple. So we have 2 jars of nice deep purple. You literally just put your coffee filter on the other quart jar, this quart jar, and you let them come to, cool down. That way you're not adding any kind of condensation to it. And then all you do, once it comes to room temperature, you just close these up and put these in your refrigerator. As far as I'm aware, these are good for up to 6 months. Now, that's what I was told a long time ago. by, I want to say, an herbalist, an esthetician, doctor, whatever you want to call them. So, again, this is what I do for my home. And, yeah, I try to keep some of this in the refrigerator at all times. Now you can see I'm going to have plenty for months and months. Yeah, I hope that this is helpful for anyone that needed it. And you got to see the first batch, which was almost 20 minutes, I think. And then the second, because, well, those berries had not lightened enough in color, which meant there was still some goodness, in them. The same way I did with cranberries. So, I hope you enjoyed the videos. As always, have yourself a good day.